welcome back to Cash Flow Confidence. I'm Shelby Ashley, and I help business owners feel more confident about their cash flow. Today, I want to talk about something that I get asked all the time, which is, if I already have a CPA or an accountant, why do I need a CFO too? And it's a very, very valid question, and so I wanted to do an episode about that, because the truth is, you need both. You need a CPA, you need your bookkeeper, and you need a CFO. The key difference really is that your accountant and your CPA are compliance focused, so they're keeping you in line with accounting principles, and they're keeping your taxes together and up to date, and they're really focused on recording what happened in the past. That is the job of the accountant. A CFO is all about future numbers. That's what all of my work is about, is strategizing around what your numbers are going to look like in the future. And so you can't really have CFO work without having accounting work, because obviously, like a CFO like myself has to use past numbers in order to get a real projection of what it looks like is going to happen in the future. If you think of it like a car, your accountant is like your rearview mirror, so they're showing you where you have been, and your CFO is like your windshield. So where is it that you're going? Like, how are you going to get there? What's your roadmap? And so if you're trying to grow your business or scale without looking ahead, then you're pretty much driving with your eyes just glued to the rearview mirror the whole time, which, of course, would not be a very good thing. So today I'm going to talk to you about the key differences in the two roles, but also how they complement each other and why you need both on your team if you want to grow a business that's not just going to survive the next tax season, but it's actually going to build you wealth and create financial freedom for you. So I'm going to start with kind of highlighting the things that your accountant is responsible for, which are things like I said a minute ago, recording what happened in the past, making sure that you have clean books, preparing your tax return, filing all of your reports with the IRS, running your payroll, making sure that you're in compliance with, state regulations, federal regulations. So like I said, they're the ones that are looking in the rearview mirror and saying, okay, here's how last year went. Let's make sure that the government is happy with it and they get their pennies as well. So very, very necessary. You cannot have a business without having proper accounting. But where I see the disconnect is a lot of business owners think that that's the full picture. So they say, well, I have a bookkeeper and my taxes are filed, so I'm good. But if you're looking at the past numbers, what is that saying about where you're going in the future? Because when something shifts in the business, like you need a new hire, your revenue is starting to drop, you've got a big investment coming up, cash flow is looking tight, then you really don't have anyone to call who can actually tell you, okay, here's what to do next. So that's where I come in, which leads me into, okay, what does a CFO actually do? CFOs do not track your past. We are focused on what your next move is. And so that looks like helping you figure out what's coming next, forecasting what your bank account's going to look like 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 12 months from now, helping you decide if now is a good time to hire or expand operations, make new investments, raise prices on things. I'm basically showing you which parts of your business are profitable, which parts are draining you, and truthfully just helping you keep more of what you make, not just, make more, but keep more of what you're making. And so while your accountant is focused on, past numbers and the tax return, I'm asking you, where is it you want to be by this time next year or next quarter? And then we kind of reverse engineer it from there. And so let me emphasize that my work, the work of a CFO, does not replace the work of your accountant. It just adds an extra layer on top of it. So your accountant is keeping you legal. I'm just helping you be intentional with your business and create a business that you don't grow to hate. That's what I'm truly passionate about, is just making sure that you love your business and that it serves you and your life and your family and all that. And so when these two work together, that's when you as a business owner can stop feeling like you're guessing all the time and just kind of blindly walking into it and start feeling like a real CEO with key team players that are helping your business grow and thrive. Something that I see pretty regularly when somebody is only focused on getting the compliance side taken care of is that they look back at the end of the year and say, well, I guess I made some money, but I'm really not sure where it all went. I paid taxes, so I know that I made a profit, but where is it? I'm not seeing any of it. Or maybe they hit a big revenue month, but they can't take a paycheck that month and they can't figure out why. Or they keep throwing money at a huge marketing campaign, without knowing what kind of return they need to make from that campaign to make it worth it or not. And it's not because they're irresponsible. It's just because nobody is sitting down with them and saying, let's walk through your numbers and make sure these decisions are leading you where you actually want to go. One huge myth that I want to clear up right now is that your accountant is not there to provide you strategy. Your CPA provides you tax strategy, but that's just it's tax strategy, just how to save on taxes. They're not there to provide you strategy on how to grow your business. That is not their job. And I meet so many business owners who are frustrated because they go to their accountant with these strategy related questions on why their profitability is the way it is, or how to improve things, or what they should be pricing things at. And they don't get answers from their accountant. And then they're left, kind of scratching their head like, well, thanks for nothing, That's not your accountant's job. And so I just want to clear the air on that your accountant is there to keep you compliant and record the past. They are not there to provide you strategy. That is why you need a CFO on your team if you want to grow your business, because that's the person that's going to ask, okay, what are your goals for this next quarter or this next year? What do you want this business to do for your life? What do you need to be paying yourself from this business? What needs to happen in your numbers in order to make that a reality? All of these are very, very important questions that I'm sure you had the answers to when you first started your business, but obviously as things grow and evolve, the answers to these questions might be a little bit different. And, 5 years from now, they might be even more different. And so if you need help trying to determine what these answers are for you, please reach out to me. And I'm always glad to help. We start by planning out what you want your life and your business to look like. And then we just kind of reverse engineer from there so that you know what you need to be doing every month in order to make that a reality. All right, that's all I have. See y'all next week.